It's 97.7 QLZ and our official QLZ WWE Fatal 4-Way Draft Party. I am Elwood, a wrestling fan for many years since my youth, but then like fading out here and there over the years. We also have at the bottom, we got Heff.
What's up?
Heff's got the shades. Too cool for the rest of us. He is also.
I have to wear this because I'm the biggest superstar on the screen. No, I have to. I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm really enjoying this. I'm deeply excited. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I cover wrestling when I'm not on air for QLZ. I work for sportskeeda.com. So I am pumped for this. And if I don't win this, they're all going to make fun of me. So I have a lot more on the line.
Wrestling is your other job.
It is my life, and it bothers my family.
Above Heff, we've got Lars in the hoodie.
The phenomenal Lars.
Whoa. He revealed himself. Wrestling reference number one.
Yes, exactly. There you go, Rocki.
If you're watching this video, hit the like button whenever you see a reference.
Lars, also a giant wrestling fan. I think every single day that I have come to work with Lars, he has been wearing some sort of wrestling gear. So make sure that you
it's like a NASCAR for wrestling.
I really am.
How much are they paying you, Lars? How much?
Not enough.
And then there's Rocki. Rocki, how much do you know about professional wrestling in the WWE?
I was at one event when I was in 6th grade with my best friend Jimmy Bartz at the time. I remember the Undertaker kicked some ass.
Who would he beat?
I don't know.
Dad.
That's way too
Picked
far.
up your dad out of the crowd and choke slammed him.
What?
Kids are going to find a different way home.
My dad is Vader? I didn't know that.
My dad, yeah, he didn't make it through that night. But I remember it's super, super fun, and I'm going to go to the BOS Center when they come. I couldn't be more excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're each going to draft our own Fatal 4-Way teams of wrestlers. Then you get to vote for which of our teams you think is the best at WQLZ.com. Whichever one of those wins gets bragging rights. And then we're going to give away four packs of tickets for people that cast their votes. The draft order today was selected, not just, in order that we're all on the air, but it was actually selected randomly by Mary Blanton in our office. We put all the names in a box. She drew them out one at a time. Rocki, Heff, Elwood, Lars.
I love it.
I love that you put the blame on her. If something happens later on, all the nerd rage gets shot down the hall. Mary!
Who can I
say, Heff, do you feel like we missed an opportunity? Like there should have been ping pong balls like the Royal Rumble back in like the 90s, where we got to kind of draft. We could like try to trade and be like all upset and be like, "Here's $5, give me a better number."
I have B19.
And I will steal one of Rocki's balls, a la Eddie Guerrero at the 2005 Royal Rumble. Hit the like button. Wrestling.
Right, wrestling reference.
I'm lost.
We pulled up the current WWE Raw and SmackDown rosters via WWE.com this week, and there it is. There's your giant list of WWE Superstars. And we're going to start round one of the draft. First pick in the draft. The man who knows absolutely nothing, does not follow sports entertainment. Rocki, who is your first pick in the WWE QLZ draft?
Well, I've said this to somebody before, and I'll say it again. Otis. I love Otis because it's the name of the axe in the movie Frailty, which is a severely underrated movie.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton, rest in peace. What is that not good enough for you, Heff?
No. I'm just saying you're getting a very strong wrestler. You're getting a man I've met in person.
Who, you have met him? So tell me about him, because I know nothing.
I would say he's so large that it looks like he has to go to a special store to buy hats. That's the way I would describe it.
The big and tall. The yes, man. Who's big and who's strong? That's what I want.
He's not tall. He's got zero neckage.
Yeah. Is his theme like squeal like a pig?
No,
he's not.
If he heard you say that, he would make you do that.
No.
Yes. He's not one of the good ones or the Godwins from back in the day.
Bam!
Okay.
Hit that like
Quick
button.
like button.
Obscure wrestling. The more obscure, you got to hit more buttons. All right.
If Naked Midian shows up, we're all in trouble.
First round, first pick. What do you got?
For me, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. I'm going all the way to the top. I got that position. I'm going with the one. I'm going with the head of the table, your tribal chief. Do you understand? He is your tribal chief. All right.
Not mine.
And if this show sells out at the BOS Center, it's because of Roman Reigns. I'm going with the Universal Champion, the WrestleMania headliner, your tribal chief, the man who will maybe beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. We'll see.
It sounds like you put all your eggs in one basket there, Heff.
Wow. Are you already talking trash?
No,
You're already talking this.
We only have a minute amount of time here to be with each other. So yes, I am. And I have nothing to lose.
That's true.
Heff, I'll just say this. I acknowledge your pick.
Yes, thank you. Like one.
But I'm going with your competitor for WrestleMania. I'm taking the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
LOL, Bork wins.
Bork wins. Bork laser coming in. All right, here we go, Lars.
All right, ready?
Whew.
Yeah, that's right. Fight Owens fight. Bring
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I was like,
It
I
does
couldn't hear
not
that.
matter where it is, when it is, who it is. Kevin Steen, when he was on Ring of Honor, it doesn't matter. John Cena, he gives two craps about who you are. He's there to do one thing, kick your ass. That's all he cares about. And that's what I'm doing with this team.
It's a very good pick. It's a very good pick. Someone who
wrestling.
may have the big rumor may have a big match with a big returning superstar. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Lars and I know what's up.
Yes, exactly. I know exactly. Hit that like button. I know.
Hit that like
exactly what
button.
you're
I saw
talking
that
about.
rumor.
You know, I know the rumor.
I know it. I know it's not just you guys. I'm cool too.
WrestleMania is in Texas.
I've heard
That's
rumors.
It's a clue. Rocki, we're heading back to you. Who is your second pick?
Okay, this one is for my wife because he was on the challenge, one of her favorite shows,
Uh-oh.
The Miz.
All right.
Mike Mizanin.
Going with a heel. Going with a heel. He puts his
I-
hand up. You shut up.
apparently.
That's his bit. Yeah.
You shut up. He just
That-
said, you
That's
shut
what he
up.
does. His hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. That's what he says. That's what he says.
He's rude.
Spot number 2, critical position here.
Yes.
I'm going to go a route that none of us has gone. I'm not going to choose anyone. I'm going to choose the man. I'm going with the man, Becky Lynch. I'm going with the
Oh.
mover, the shaker, the butt kicker, the last kicker. I'm going with Becky Lynch coming in number 2. Number 2, Becky.
Dude, accents, baby. Is that is he English, Scottish?
Well, she is Irish.
She.
She, Becky. Well, I don't know. I
can
guess
see how you couldn't
you
get
had
the
hope-
gender from
I hope
Heff.
all of these
right. It
people,
was very manly.
Elwood, I desperately hope all of these people come and do the morning show, like every single one of them. And then we have this audio.
That would be the worst interview of all time. It would be.
None
They
of
would
us
be.
will help
It would
you,
be the
Rocki.
worst.
None of
I
us
know.
will do you a pointer.
I know. The
Today
most sweaty I've ever been.
we have the last kicker.
You're a giant man. Oh, you're a woman. I'm sorry. Sorry, ma'am. I won't
I
make
meant
that
ma'am.
mistake.
You're a giant
twice.
man. My fault.
They're so big.
For my second pick, I am going with the baddest bitch on the planet, Ms. Ronda Rousey.
Ronda. Yeah.
That's a good pick, Elwood, because that's like a name that people, if they're like casual wrestling fans, they definitely know
pop.
Ronda's name.
I've
They definitely
got
know
two
Ronda's name.
MMA fighters on my list already. I
Yes,
think
you
I'm
do.
doing pretty well.
Okay, I think
Well,
you're doing
yeah.
solid.
I mean me.
Lars, it's your turn.
This pick is legit. She's a Mandalorian. She headlined WrestleMania. She is Sasha freaking Banks, yo. And she's playing with Snoop Dogg. Come on.
Ooh.
That's a good pick. It's a good
Oh.
pick.
Are
Got that
these the
Disney
theme
Plus
songs that
crossover.
you're playing on your phone,
Yes.
Lars?
Yes.
He's playing the
Yeah.
theme song.
I'm adding
Thankfully, they're not
flair.
coming through clearly enough.
I know,
We'll
I'm
get
hearing, like-
bounced for like licensing issues when we post this.
Right. That's what I want to make sure you just get enough of it so we don't get docked. So if
Yeah.
you
Okay.
show up on YouTube, I don't want to get flagged.
All right, a
Oh,
lot of great names still in there, Rocki. Can you pick one of them?
yes. Here's hoping. Zia Lee. And I say Zia Lee because I don't think there's enough Asian representation in wrestling and in entertainment in general.
Mhm.
Kai and Tai wasn't that back in the day?
No.
Well, maybe
No.
in wrestling it has been, but in entertainment. I don't know. I'm trying to do something cool here, guys.
Okay. You have two I would say lower card picks here. You could have gone for some main eventers, but I do like that you're picking some names that maybe
Nobody's heard of before.
Hey, Heff, there's nothing wrong with the job squad. Pin me, pay me, right? Like button.
Zia Lee was again my wife's pick. Megan.
Also, I believe it is Zia Lee.
Zia Lee. Okay. Well, that's my third.
All right. I think Rocky's got a solid team there that somebody is going to really get behind. That underdog
It's
team.
mercy vote.
The underdog team.
Yeah.
The miracle. Okay, never mind.
Okay. I've settled on what I think my next pick is. I was kind of on the fence here, but I feel good about this. I'm going with Booyaka 619, the greatest mass wrestler of all time. I'm talking about the greatest luchador. I'm going with Rey Mysterio. Going to be my number 3 pick.
We're gonna have to have a separate conversation about greatest luchador.
Okay.
I mean, that'll be a separate conversation for a different podcast or video.
Yes, we'll have.
I have zero major thoughts on that. So
I feel like we're doing the fantasy football draft, and there's one guy who's like, I just started following football. I just stopped.
I like their colors.
is it Mahomes? Mahomes? Is that guy's last name? I'm not quite sure.
Well, never mind. I was going to make a joke, but it's completely inappropriate. So we'll move on.
My third pick.
My third pick. Wait, what?
Sour.
It's
sorry.
Elwood's for it's Elwood. Elwood's
Sorry,
for-
Elwood.
Off Springfield, don't you dare be sour. It's a new day. Yes, it is. I'm going with Big E.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
It is a good choice. That was on my list. That's just big
E.
meaty men slapping meat.
Big meaty man, slapping meat, get
And-
in there.
One of the things that I love so much about Big E, especially at a show like they're going to be doing in Springfield that's not televised, that dude just entertains the hell out of the crowd. Absolutely.
And that's another thing about these live shows too. These aren't like a televised wrestling show. The wrestlers have a complete creative freedom. Those no commercial breaks
Right.
that inhibit. What
Oh,
they can do
that's
in their
cool. I did
performance.
not know that. I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
it's-
really cool.
So you see a lot of things you normally wouldn't see on television.
Gotcha.
and there's always like you always get kind of like a preview of what's going to happen on TV. They'll try and do these type of things first, so it's like very, very cool. You get to see them very inhibited, and Big E is probably one of the best guys for that. Had an amazing 2021, held the WWE Championship. I think he's going to have a big 2022.
All right, so it's me, and I think it's time I started with it. I can't believe
Okay,
he's still around.
I saw this coming. I saw
The
this coming.
phenomenal AJ Styles, how he's still on the board, I have no idea. Really put on one of the best matches Brock Lesnar's had in the WWE in the past 5 years. He's done it all. He's been all over the world. He was a member of Bullet Club. The phenomenal AJ Styles.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.
Good choice. Reportedly just signed a new deal with WWE. Too.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wow. Okay.
Back
All
around
right,
to
Rocky.
Rocky. One last chance to really impress the wrestling experts on this panel with your final pick of the draft.
Be impressed with this because it must be impressive because I really liked the name T-Bar. Is that a
There's
good laugh?
no retribution for Rocky with
Is
that
it-
choice.
Is that a good laugh or a bad laugh?
Retribution.
That was a good laugh. It's a good laugh, right, guys? It's a good laugh, right? It's a good laugh, right?
Oh my God.
T-Bar.
T-Bar is great. T-Bar is solid pick. If you need a guy just to be there, you got T-Bar.
Is he the tree in
If
the
you need a guy
high
who
school
just went to
camp?
Spirit Halloween before he got the call to show up at the show, T-Bar's your guy.
T-Bar has a gimmick that I would say would resemble a guy who dresses up just a little bit and is the bouncer for your local haunted house. That's his gimmick.
That's no fun. Damn. Well, T-Bar, you let me down. Don't let me down when it actually comes to the wrestling. You can let me down now.
Let me down.
Well, okay. So that's my team. I feel excited.
So let Otis, T-Bar, who else is on there?
Xia Li. Yeah.
In the Miz. He got the Miz.
Oh, he's got the Miz. So he has a guy who's been in WrestleMania and had a title match there. So he's got the Miz.
Yeah, I've got the Miz. And that was one of my wife's picks. So, Megan, whatever.
All right. I'm not selecting Megan. That'd be a complete betrayal.
She wouldn't go.
I draft Rocky's wife.
That's my wife, you asshole.
So I'm going to go with one of the greatest WWE superstars of his generation, a pride to the St. Louis community.
Oh, here it comes.
I'm talking about the master of the RKO, Randy Orton, closing out my team. A guy who is just one championship away. I believe one more from matching the record, being the record, Lars. He's near the world championship.
I think he'd be matching.
You'd be matching it. So I'm going with Randy Orton. Randy Orton absolutely going to be on the show. Gets a huge reaction anytime he's in Central Illinois, Missouri, and a true credit to the region, man. Going with him.
RKO out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
It's a great pick. It's a good team. Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Heff's got a solid.
Could have got T-Bar though.
Yeah, you missed out on T-Bar notice.
I'm sorry, you guys. I
feel that this is. I felt really bad. What if we're at the show, we run into T-Bar and he sees this?
And he sees,
well, out of everybody, you have the biggest chance of seeing him.
Existence.
What happened to Heff? Well, T-Bar threw him in the river. So.
Yeah, right. T-Bar killed Heff. It was actually really bloody.
T-Bar threw him in the river.
Threw him off the top of the Wyndham across from the BOS Center. All right. My team, as you may have noticed, a lot of very large, strong individuals on this team. Mm-hmm. Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, Big E. Closing it out with another very large, strong individual. But because we are Real Rock 97.7 QLZ, I've also got to go with one of the most entertaining men in the WWE, Mr. Rick Boogs.
Rick Boogs, Rick Boogs is David Lee Roth with muscles.
Is that how he talks?
Rick
Boogs, baby.
He comes out in Power Shinsuke Nakamura. It's amazing.
He plays guitar to the ring. He plays the guitar, rips a solo to the ring while he's in there, and has one of the best overhead belly-to-belly suplexes I've ever seen. So,
did you pick that? It sounds like the little cowboy
CC
from
DeVille
the
was a
Dr.
wrestler,
Pepper.
he'd be Rick Boogs.
Yes.
I've been a fan of his since NXT as Eric Bugenhagen. And,
Bugenhagen.
Cracked me up with the air drums and all the other stuff that he does. It's he's a riot. So
I like how he was working his way up, and they're like, you can't have a guitar, you have to earn the guitar. And then once he got up to SmackDown, like, now you can play guitar.
Well, they had to get rid of Elias first. So like only one guitar guy at a time.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. That's true. He's deeply entertaining. If you've never seen him before, one of the best entrances and just an amazing wrestler too.
All right, so I guess that leaves it to me. This guy used to be a mass wrestler, has done some of the best heel work over the past year and a half. There's a conspiracy against him. He's going against a man from Jackass, the one, the only, formerly known as El Generico. Sami Zayn is my last choice. Dude, great heel work, psychological, tells a great story in the ring. Sami Zayn is my last pick.
He will be the #1 most booed wrestler at the BOS Center on March.
Why does everybody hate him?
Because he's a conspiracy theorist. So he thinks everything. He thinks everything against him.
Everything's against him.
Everything. Every time he loses, there's an elaborate conspiracy for why he's
to
lost
keep him
every
down
match.
because he's so good.
Yeah.
So
They have to
he,
keep him down.
that's great, man.
Take the person you know that's very annoying on Facebook and make them a wrestler. And that's Sami Zayn.
That's Sami Zayn.
Have you have a really great way of explaining wrestlers to people,
Gotta
like
talk
the
'em into the
David
building,
Lee
baby.
Roth with muscles?
Gotta
Bring 'em
talk
in.
them into
Let's
the building.
go, baby.
Gotta talk them into the building, baby. Gotta talk them into the building. All right, you gotta talk them into the building. Dusty Rhodes said that. It's
Oh,
my
that's
hand
great.
He's got hot
touching
nickel.
your hand.
All right, gentlemen, that's sirens going by outside. They're not for me. Kevin Owens, Sasha Banks, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn, the Lars team. That's fantastic for everybody. If you had to pick somebody else's team that was not yours, who would you pick? Heff.
I would have to like Elwood. Lars, this isn't any offense. I would go with Elwood's team because he's got Brock, he's got Ronda, he's got Big E, he's got 3 world champion performers right there. Boog's gonna be a world champion, gets a great reaction. So you gotta work the undercard and the top of the card. And he doesn't have T-bar, so I'm going with that.
Lars, if you could pick somebody else's team that isn't yours, who would you pick?
I would probably go with Heff's team. Roman Reigns has just been at the top of the game. He's really the only reason to tune in at times to WWE with the story he's been telling. So when you got him at the top of your draft there, when Becky Lynch, that's where I'm going. I'm surprised no one took Seth Rollins, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was kind of on the fence, but I was like, I gotta get Randy Orton in there because I know everyone in Springfield, everyone in St. Louis loves them. So I gotta play the crowd.
There. We're here in the Central Illinois region. Yeah, you got Nick Foley there.
I'm from an hour away.
Yeah.
Rocki, if you had to pick somebody else's team, who would you go with?
I would go with Lars's team just because I was so sold on how annoying Sami Zayn is.
Oh, dude, you would love him. Yeah. Rocki, you would absolutely love this stuff.
Paranoid conspiracy theorist? Yeah,
yes.
Hell yeah. I want that.
Yes. He wanted on network television to have his own segment where he could tape a podcast in a network TV show.
Yes,
we never landed on the moon. Oh man.
And I gotta say, I would have to pick Rocky's team because that's an underdog team. I always love rooting for the underdog.
That's hilarious. Wait, it sounds like the underdog team.
All right, guys. The voting will be up at the WQLZ.com. Let people can vote on their favorite team out of our 4. Right here.
We know where people are voting.
Yeah, exactly. We know where they're voting.
LOL
Bork wins.
To win those 4 packs of tickets, WWE at the BOS Center, Road to WrestleMania on March 19th. And with that, we're gone.
Woo.